So I actually started YouTube as a booktuber, but then I dropped that title in May 2023. But recently I wanted to rejoin BookTube just with a different approach. The reason why I dropped the title to begin with was 1, I fell out of love for reading. 2, trying to maintain that title as a booktuber threw me into a reading slump because I just couldn't keep up with it. And number 3, school started up again, so I didn't have time to read. So I just graduated high school and I have a lot more time on my hands. So after some careful consideration, I decided I wanted to rejoin BookTube. Even though I'm not much of an avid reader, I feel that BookTube needs some people like me, so you don't feel as pressured to constantly be reading a million books a month kind of a thing. Plot twist, you can enjoy books and BookTube without reading 100 books a month. So I looked up a little like question thing for booktubers for Booktube Newbie Tag. So I just wanted to update you guys on some of those. So if you're a returning viewer, this will be new stuff because my opinions have changed in the past year. And if you're new, here's a little get to know me. So number 1 is, what is your nickname / what is your name? So currently on YouTube, my name is Bree's Vlogs, but I started on YouTube as Bookworm Bree when I was like 11. And then I did that for a year, then I dropped out. And yeah, it's just a whole thing. But the only place where you still have my original name is obviously my old channel because I did not delete that. And then Pinterest, I still have the name Bookworm Bree. But on the other accounts, I'm Bree the Actress and Bree's Vlogs. And the reason why I changed it is because I didn't want to be known for like the hobby that's 5% of my personality. I wanted to have it be the main thing that I actually want to do with my life, which is acting, which is why it's Bree the Actress. The next question I kind of already answered is, how long have you been on BookTube? I technically have been on BookTube since I was 11, but I only did that for a year. And then I stopped that for a while. And then I brought it all up again when I was around 16. And then I stopped that like 6 months later. So you do the math. Now here's some bookish preferences. What genres do I read the most? I mainly read YA fantasy, but I really want to expand that and, you know, grow up a little bit in that aspect instead of just being like, no, it just has to be YA because I need to actually read some good books. But I have been kind of getting into classics and stuff, which are good, but I just need to expand it more. So like with like murders or romance. Not romance. I kind of hate romance. It's too fluffy and too cliche. What are your favorite books or series? I decided to answer this twice. I like wrote out everything that I was gonna say so I don't just ramble, but here I am rambling about how I didn't want to ramble. But my favorite book series, it's kind of basic. It's the Harry Potter series. Those are just my comfort reads. And then probably my favorite book is Six of Crows. I just love the characters. I love Casbreaker with all my heart. And it's just a good story. I love it. And like teenagers that are all traumatized, but then they have like a found family. Found family is like one of my favorite tropes. It doesn't beat the other one though, which will be later on in the video. Section 3 is about my channel. What inspired me to create a BookTube channel? Honestly, YouTube growth. There has been a little bit of a spike in the BookTube, like according to predictions, it's going to spike again. So, and I also wanted to expand my themes that I have on my YouTube channel, and also I want to finish reading all my books that I have on my bookshelf before 2025 because I'm planning on moving, and I don't want to, it's just like a burden I carry, like all the books that kind of just haunt me because I haven't read them yet. What kind of videos can you expect to find on my channel? I will do a lot of like classic challenges and even create some challenges of my own. And I plan on giving you guys insight from someone who enjoys reading as like a part-time hobby, but like a part-time hobby. Like it's something that I do that's like the last thing that I think about in the day. So you don't feel as pressure to be like, oh wow, I'm not reading 50 books today, like, oh, I must be failing. Because that's actually what sent me into a slump, was always comparing myself and being like, oh, well, this person's read 50 books, so I guess I feel unworthy to have a BookTube channel because I don't read enough. But I'm like, no. I sound like Jojo Siwa. Like, I'm the first of my generation to do this, which I'm sure there's other booktubers doing this, but I just haven't found you guys yet. So if you guys have that account, drop it down and I can check y'all out. I've already kind of answered the next question, which is, what do you hope to get out of your BookTube experience? Which is completing my TBR, expanding my genres, and just like building that community where you guys aren't so pressured to be reading a billion books a day, because like nobody has time for that. Unless you're getting paid by YouTube. So I don't know, I'm just like de-influencing BookTube, I feel like. Who are some of your favorite booktubers and why? I do love With Cindy, because she's really funny. Steph Boher, I don't know how to say her last name. She's really pretty and she does occasional book videos. If I could convert my account to be similar to her, I totally would. Because she does like somewhat booktube and then she does some like vlogs. So it's pretty cool. Hallie Pham, or Haley, I don't know how to read English. And then Mia's Bookshelf, of course. Reading habits. Do I have any specific reading habits or rituals? No, I just read when I feel like it. And then where and when do you prefer to read? I just do it whenever. And then section 6 is for the BookTube community. How do I plan to interact with the BookTube community? I plan on doing it now here on YouTube, and then the other account that I've been continuously interacting with is Pinterest. So if you want to check out what I do full-time down there, it's just all book stuff. So yeah, definitely go check that out if you haven't already. Are there any specific tags or challenges I'll be interested in doing? Just the basics, like book hauls, TBR challenges, a 24-hour readathon. That's gonna be a lot. My 2024 reading goals is the next question. My goal, I set it as 100 books, but I've only read 3. So yeah, I've got some classics that I gotta finish up for school and stuff. But yeah, because I didn't do them throughout the rest of the year, and I do like online/homeschool, so it's just chill. But it's like Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, like a bunch of good ones like that. I also like however many books are left for my school, and then however many books I own. That's kind of what my goal is to finish this year, because I'm planning on moving. And also once I move, I don't think I want to do BookTube anymore, so it's gonna be a little spam of content for a while, but it's just helping me motivate to finish all those books. Okay, so section 8 is rapid fire questions, which is our last little section that we'll do for a little get to know me. And I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. Number 1, we have our favorite bookish trope. I do have to say enemies to lovers, but that's kind of tied with found family. What do you think? Number 2, standalone or series. I can't choose one. I would rather like anything under a trilogy, because I do like some like series to some extent, but if they're like 20 books, no. Unless if it's Harry Potter. Hardcover or paperback, it depends entirely on the functionality that I'm looking for. If it's a pretty book, of course I'm gonna want it as a hardcover, but there's something about reading a paperback over and over and over again that it gets so like destroyed and used that I love so much. So I really can't decide. Ebook or physical book? Physical book, obviously. Except for ebooks are nice, but I also like tracking my progress by flipping the book up like this and then seeing. So, and with that, it's like this, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of ebooks. Bookstore, library, bookstore, because I love spending money poorly. Fiction or nonfiction? Fiction. Though I have read some good nonfiction books recently. That's really how you know that I'm growing up, is I actually read some nonfiction books. Morning reading or night reading? I love how I couldn't give a straight answer for any of these, but I said both. Like the 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. time frame is when I love to read. It just hits different. I don't know why. And like reading during the day, I don't know. It's not it for me. English books or books in your native language? I'm just an American, so I just speak English. I can understand some Spanish, but not enough to read it. And then, yeah, so that's it for the questions. Let me know in the comments your answers to them, because I'd love to hear from you. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe and like the video. If you have a BookTube channel, definitely drop it in the comments. I would love to personally subscribe to you. And yeah, I want to hear your guys' answers to some of these questions. Let me know if you're like an avid reader, or if you're kind of like me, where you kind of just read when you feel like it, but hate the pressure of the influencers being like, the 30 books that I read this week. Like, girl, that's so unrealistic. But yeah, so if there's any challenges you guys would like to see me do, or anything that's like really pressing that you're like, yes, please do this, then I'll do it. I have some ideas laid out. I have about like 15 that I have planned that I'm definitely gonna do, but I would love to hear from you guys and what you guys think I should do, / what would you like to see. So I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in our next BookTube video. Bye!